Well, you may be wondering why this video of penguins was chosen. Something about these penguins really stuck out. It started with the coloration, the high contrast, orange and black and white colors. What stuck out was that these were penguins. This appears to be a penguin colony, and this is somewhere in the middle of a penguin colony. And yet there's a design quality as the penguins walk back and forth with their colored beaks and heads. Mostly has to do with the heads. So it starts off obviously a penguin colony, and then it seems to go other places with the design, with the movement, with the different depth perception. So what could this have to do with non-duality? Well, it's apparent that these are penguins doing what penguins do as life lives them. There's certainly no me's there at all. It's just life doing penguins. There seem to be apparent personalities or differences among the penguins. The way that they walk. This one with the dirty belly. And yet, it's all life being penguins. They seem to all be just fine doing what they're doing. As penguins do it. Not one of those penguins is having difficulty being a penguin or living life or life living it as a penguin. There are no penguins concerned about feeling separate from life, about feeling inadequate, anxious, worried, responsible. No candidates there for being a me, for being a penguin that has a life separate from all the other penguins. This colony is doing what it's doing out of life living the colony. None of those penguins would have an interest in a non-duality because there's no need. There are no two. There's only one. There's no sense of being two, separate from life. There's just life. And in that way, this colony seems to be in perfect order. So this was going to be a talk about the me, the separate self, the separate personality, and it's turned more into a video about everything being in order, about life living life, and all life does that. Without separating itself from itself. without separating the penguins from each other and life itself. And everything just keeps moving the way it's moving. Mika, I see you're here. So did you get the message about switching to Sunday at... Hi, Lisa. Can you see me in the little box, Lisa? Are you still there, Mika? Okay, good. Then at least I'm in the little box. The face is there, it's just smaller. Okay, so we're on, Mika, we're on for Sunday at 9 p.m. your time. So do you guys have any questions? Well, thank you, Lisa. I have other videos that I have found to be resonating. So I'll continue streaming with some of those. Well, okay. Got that, Mika. Sunday at 9. Basically, what's happening here in San Diego is we're having a hot spell. Pretty hot for us. So I'm still feeling a little warm, even though the air conditioner is going. Or let's say this is feeling a little warm. Yes, Lisa, there is a deeper. There is a deeper, deeper deepness that, just like with these penguins, is life living them and life living all people. That's deeper, or let's say that is there, even though the me in all of its depth is not there. The life that's everything, that's there, is what's there. What appears to be there is a me, or an I, or a we, that feels separate and yet feels totally real. And it, in its feeling of reality, and its separation, is unable to feel the connection that even these wild penguins feel totally. The connection they feel totally with life is the same connection that people have, and that their me prevents them from feeling totally. Does that make any sense, Lisa? Okay, good. In this case, The story here was a little different. I did, well, let's say this did an earlier video that talked about that, where I was, let's say the I was pretty happy for 40 years doing what it was doing, and just ran into non-duality accidentally. So this in the video said that non-duality found me, the me that was there. And there were glimpses before that happened, that finding that non-duality found me, the me. There were glimpses where this would be taking the wife to the chiropractor, and then while sitting in the car, there would be a disappearance. So there have been a lot of glimpses until life became a permanent glimpse, so to speak. So, good. That's a good question, Mika. So, the brain still does some thinking. The brain still does some thinking. That's just what it does, and it might think something insulting happened to it, but there's very little emotion to get caught up in. And yet, there can be a reaction, a seeing, oh, well, something bothered that person. But there's really not much bothering happening here. And if it does, it really doesn't go anywhere, since there's nobody to be bothered, or there's nobody to be insulted, like you say. Yes, that could happen. Definitely, psychologists might incorporate non-duality, or they might walk away from psychology. In any case, in the dream, many people benefit in the dream from psychology, and it's still a dream. But they may feel better dreaming. They may dream better. These are great questions. The next video will probably be one of a water drop, a droplet of water that fills the whole screen as it develops after it hits the water, and it seems to appear like something other than it is. Yes, that's true. That's the way it is. If there's a me, there will always be separation, some form of struggle, some form of difficulty. Do these penguins look like they're having difficulty? Maybe the one with the spot on the front. This is a big colony, and there's apparently thousands of birds there. And everything seems fine. So, are you still there, Lisa? I see. Yes, that's true, Lisa. That is the way things are, especially now. And if you look at this colony, do you see any of that? Yes, that would be very helpful. That would be very helpful, Lisa. And yes, that's what the penguins are. Yeah, I like that description. It's a school system and a life system. There are actually some baby penguins in the crowd there going to school. Yes, Amika, the me likes to fear. It likes to scare itself. Not knowing that it doesn't exist and doesn't even have a future. It's something that me's do. It has nothing to do with living. It has nothing to do with life and all there is. There's a breakdown in the school system in the U.S. also. Teachers are leaving. Politics has gotten itself involved in teaching more than it needs to here. Cats are good at that. So is it your mouse now, Mika? Oh, maybe he'll eat it. Yes, that's true. And cats are hungry. Well, Lisa, you may change all that. Yes. Ill intent has nothing to do with cats. That's me drama. Life is doing cats too. Yes, Lisa. It will happen. Yes. Yep. Life is doing cats. It may seem like meditation, but it's just life doing cats. Yes, Lisa, that's common. The me may think that it has to do something with its life, not realizing that it's not there, it's never been there, it doesn't have a life, and there's nothing it can do because it's no one. How does that sound? I don't see any penguins that are looking, this doesn't see any penguins that are looking overwhelmed. Well, you, Lisa would be fine. Lisa would be fine if the me retired in Florida. Who cares? Anytime it goes to Florida would be fine. Yes, the me is a story, Mika. The me is just a story that it created about itself after it convinced itself it existed. The stories are a way of existing, of living. The story is a way of the me living life instead of life living life. So Mika, where does the story go if there's no one to listen to it? Oh, as if it wasn't there in the first place. Yes, Lisa, the stories that me tells itself go on and deeper as it gets closer and closer to be that love permanently, until it's not there, and everything is there. The infinite everything. That includes everything and nothing. Life is not a story. Yes, Lisa, the I wants it for itself, and it will never get it. It's not capable of doing it. It's totally beyond the ability of the I to do what it wants. It happens as it happens, and the I has nothing whatsoever to do with it. It may even watch it happen, thinking it's happening to itself, as it falls away. And then it's gone. And what remains is the infinite, nameless everything. Yeah, addiction is popular with the me. It's a way of coping with the life it thinks it has until it doesn't have it. So, Lisa, the me falls away energetically. It has nothing to do with the desires of the me, or the prayers, or the pleading, or the hurry. It just happens as life, as everything. Resonates with itself. There's nothing the me can do to speed it up or make it happen. So it may be that nothing needs to be done. That nothing helps. There's a lot of nothing involved in what we're talking about. Everything is energy, Lisa. Even if it's appearing as penguins or humans or rocks or water. And there can be a resonance. There can be a resonance. It could be a resonance that life recognizes or sees. And it doesn't mean anything. So Lisa, the me wants to surrender. This nothing there is much love and joy and thankfulness, Lisa. That is life being life. Lisa, everything includes everything. And nothing. Infinity. Unconditional love. All experience. It includes the friend you're talking about. It's all everything. Gratitude, joy, love is all part of everything. Mika, the me will do what it does for as long as it does it. It wants to let go. It wants to know how to let go. It wants to know how to stop holding on, to stop gripping. It's more me looking to be less or a better me. It wants to know the technique that will save it. Yes. Yes, the story wants to continue. The story lives in the story. The better the story is, the better life is. Until the story doesn't satisfy itself anymore. Until the story is empty and life is empty of the me. Emptiness is part of everything. Fullness is part of emptiness. Fullness and emptiness are part of everything. Yes, Lisa? This is what me would like. This is the story that me would like more of. Interesting word, Lisa. Yes, some people say the me has to die. It's no great loss, since there is no me anyway, since it was never born, or it never was, or it never lived anyway. But in its story, there is death. In life, yes. In life, there is no birth and there is no death, because everything is infinite, no beginning and no end. Death to the separation Lisa, that something is everything. It's infinite. It's huge. It's magnificent. It's beautiful. It's absolute. So it's something and nothing, and that nameless something, or that nameless nothing, is what sees the seeing. That's what is seeing everything. It doesn't explain. It's beyond explanation. It's beyond understanding. And it is seeing. It is seen. It is seeing. Without understanding. Everything sees everything without explanation, without a knowing, without comprehending. High Back Road. This is in San Diego. Seeing is used, for lack of better words, it needs to be clarified that seeing is no one. No one is doing the seeing. It's just seeing is seeing as it sees, as it sees. Well, these are more words, and they imply that there's someone there to be witnessing or to be observing or to have sight. So the difference here is that there is no one separate personality to be witnessing or observing or to have sight. There's just seeing that something or nothing is seen by life rather than by a separate person, separate personality. There's no seer. Back road. The world appears to be real. It's apparently real to no one. There's no one separate personality to see the world as real for it. On the other side of the U.S., Lisa, life, everything and nothing includes unconditional love. Yes. How about that one? There is no soul. There is no reincarnation. It's all everything being everything. It's all energy resonating with energy. And once the me falls away, it's seeing that sees that sees itself, that sees itself as what is, what always has been, always will be, infinitely, without beginning, without ending. And all of it beyond words. Look at that penguin in the middle. Stretch its head up. What's that all about? He's at it again. There's a number of them doing that. That must be part of their colony behavior. Look at that. Yes. That's quite a stretch. Yes. That's what it is. Penguin yoga. Well, everyone, everybody, all, these were great questions. Good. It's good that you noticed the penguins and stayed for a while. So this will be doing another stream with different videos. If it's noticed, please stop by again. Okay, so this is just another example of words having to do work they're not capable of doing. So really there is no falling away, because there is no and was and has never been a me in the first place. However, since most people have a me, the language is used this way, and what it's attempting to say is the me once it is gone, has fallen away. Some people say it died. Some people say it's gone. It's just no longer there. And at that point, again, words don't work. And what's seen then is seen by life or everything or the nameless or the infinite. It's seen as what is, by what is, rather than a me that feels separate from life and from everything. There's no longer a separation. There's no longer a feeling of being alone, isolated, incapable, no longer a feeling of effort, trying, no issue with success or failure. All that is gone. Yes, Lisa, that's the appearance. Isn't that interesting? That's an excellent question. That yes, that's got it. That's expressed nicely. Something that has never been there cannot fall away, can it? How about that? So this streaming can be done more in the future, and if you'd like to talk, if there's a desire to talk one-on-one, that can be arranged through the email that's on most of my most of the videos. Maybe not on this one. If you're interested, I can give you the email verbally. Otherwise, perhaps there'll be another video and we'll talk some more there. So, thanks again for the interest and the questions. And it's night for several of you, so good night, good day for the rest, and Talk soon.